So welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Onyechi Evangeline Chioma, and if you're interested in learning how to make the 3-in-1 hair bonnet, then this particular video is for you. Keep watching, and if you find it interesting, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I have my 3 piece of fabric. So without wasting much time, let's dive into the tutorials. The fabric I'm using for this training is doll face. I have 2 doll face in 2 different colors. Then I have a stretchy fabric. As you can see, it stretches. You can use lycra, you can use poly, any stretchy fabric of your choice. Then let's go. So I'm going to fold my fabric into 4. Meanwhile, I cut this fabric 29 inches by 29 inches. So I'm going to fold into 4 this way, and I'm also going to fold again to make it 4 equal parts. So from this point where the 4 fabric meets, I'm going to place my tape there and measure 14 inches all the way down. So this is 14 inches. So I'm going to extend it, mark 14 inches. So I'm trying to, form a circle So after that, I'm going to connect all the lines together. After that, I'm going to cut out this, then I'll show you how it looks like. So ensure to hold the 4 fabrics together, the 4 parts together, and cut out. After cutting, you should have a circle like this. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same process here to have a circle. So after cutting out this is what I have. Mind you, these 2 fabric have the same measurements. Then for the band, the length is 20 inches and I'm using width of 8 inches. Okay, so you can go ahead and measure your client. And the circumference of my head is 24 inches, so I deducted some inches from it, like 4 inches. So let's proceed without wasting much time. So I'm going to put these 2 fabric together, the right side facing each other, then pin. So I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and stitch round it, and I'll get back to you, leaving like 2 inches that I will use to turn it out. So after sewing, this is what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the excess by the side. So after cutting everything out, I'm going to turn inside out to reveal the right side of the fabric. So once I'm done turning it inside out, next thing I'm going to do is to top stitch on this open side, then give it a nice press to flatten it. Okay, so once I'm done, I'll get back to you. So after pressing it, this is what I have. Next is to come in here by 1.5 inches and mark it all the way down. 1.5 inches, 1.5, 1.5. So I'm going to go around this my circle, this my base, and mark 1.5 inches. So after marking the 1.5 inches, I went ahead to join it in order to form a nice circle. this is what we have at the end of the day. So these lines will be my guide when I'm pleating it. So next is to take it to my sewing machine and start pleating. I'll take it this way, then make another pleat just like that, then another pleat. Then I'll try my best possible to make the pleats equal. If you want to use 1 inch, you can use 1 inch pleats all the way round. So let me quickly do that in my sewing machine, then I'll get back to you. And make sure you are pleating the two together. Alright, so after stitching it, this is what I have. This is the other side of it, so it's very neat. So I went ahead to measure, and I have total of 14 inches on fold. So the circumference should be 28 inches, not too bad, though my head circumference is 24, so it will be reduced when attaching the band. So after sewing, this is how it came out. So I'm done stitching this. This is what I have after stitching. So I'll go ahead and work on the band. So for the band, I'm using 20 by 8 inches. The length is 20 inches while the width is 8 inches. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stitch on this part that records 8 inches. I folded it together, then I'm going to stitch. After stitching, I'll get back to you. So this is how it looks after sewing. Next is to fold it into 2 equal parts. Then I'm going to mark the midpoint. So I'm going to mark the midpoint. Then I'm going to mark here and also mark here. So I have like 4 equal parts. I'm dividing it into 4 equal parts so that when I'm fixing it on my band, it won't be difficult for me. So I'm going to go ahead and also mark this one into 4 equal parts. I have my first line here, I have my second line here, my third line, and my fourth line. So I'm going to take it in this way and start stitching. So this point is the part that is open, so I'm going to align it to that same line. I'm going to align it to this line that I sewed as my guide and stitch on it. So while stitching, I'll be dragging this cheche fabric until this line meets the other one. So this line should be able to align with this line, just like that, because we divided it into 4, so it will align. Let me go to my sewing machine and stitch. So after attaching the bands to it, this is the outcome. So let me go ahead and fix it so you can see.